Hello, Seiiti Arata. We have seen in previous videos that there are some limits on the positive thinking and on self-help literature. Today we'll take it a step further. We accept the negative side of life in order to have more tranquility and fulfillment. This idea seems like a paradox, so let's start with something strong and inevitable: death. Memento mori. We can contemplate death as something that reminds us of the value of life, and we cannot miss the precious opportunity to live. The Latin phrase memento mori is a way to remember that we will die one day, and to use our lives to cultivate values such as detachment and the search for improvement of our character. In no way does this mean that we will eagerly be waiting for death. That's not the idea. But let's stop pretending that death does not exist or it will never reach us. We fail to deny death and to accept it as part of life. Happiness is not to run away from negative emotions, but how to deal with them. We should use our intelligence to choose the best ways to deal with difficult times and turbulent emotions. Stoicism. The Stoics could embrace negativity to achieve positivity. With the negative view, they imagined the worst that could happen, and when they were faced with some frustration, they realized it was not so bad. As we have already talked about stress here on our YouTube channel, stress is not caused by external events or our environment or things that people around us did or did not do. Stress comes from within. It's our interpretation of what happens. See, for example, the case of an employee who's fired and he thinks that the greatest injustice in the world just happened to him. Now he's afraid how to make ends meet and maybe even look on the faces of neighbors. But after a few years, he may have a new job, sometimes even a better one, and then he can look back and say that getting fired from that place where he was stagnant was the best thing that happened. Many events rely mainly on our perspective. Detachment. Another famous Stoic idea comes from Epictetus, who reminded us that it is not a very smart idea to be attached to people or objects. Every object can break or get lost, and everyone dies one day or will change. The proposed approach is to accept what we have now, in this moment, without attachment or expectation that it will continue in the future. I even want to invite you to watch the video Be in the Moment. The link is here. That said, it is normal to cling on to what we like. We suffer when things change. We cry with the death of those we love. We have anxiety about the future. Clinging to any situation, look, object or person leads to suffering because nothing is permanent. So it is that Buddhists are not avoiding negativity or forcing a positive thought. It is accepting life as it is, that we can let go of the feelings and turbulent emotions. We become observers. With serenity, tranquility, we gain consciousness. Reframing and accepting negative thinking. Just as we saw in the previous video about positive thinking, the link will be here, we understand that there is no need to stifle negative thoughts. The more we focus our efforts on negativity, the more we end up feeling it. Instead, let's reframe and learn to use our thoughts wisely. When we remember this Stoicism and Buddhism, this does not mean that you need to follow a certain ancient philosophy or a specific religion to be quiet. Just remember that we can only use our intellect to go further in our projects in face of difficulties. We live today knowing that things can be different tomorrow. We can leave the search for motivation techniques and self-help and get our hands dirty, making the best possible and also accepting the possibility of failure. In some cases, this confrontation of our fears can be better achieved through cognitive behavioral therapy with qualified professionals. In other cases, through social activities or volunteering. If you're new here, do not forget to favorite the video and subscribe to the channel.